Hello everyone, I hope you're very well. How are you doing? I was planning on shooting this video today and I am gonna do it. But there's people all around my house building and singing and shouting, so sorry about the audio. But anyway, uh, as you might have deducted from the title of this video and from what you're looking at right now, we're going to be working on this little edible fig root of a rock bonsai tree or pre-bonsai tree. Yeah. So the last time that you saw this little guy, I told you that one of the things that I wanted to do was to reopen the wounds where we rooted, yeah, this little guy, and have the roots that emerged cover this section of the stone, right? I show you over here that we have already a considerable amount of roots here. So the tree is growing very well, but I really want some more roots on this side of the tree so that it can stay even, steadier. It can be steadier on the plant, on the rock. So this little guy has been doing very well. If you look at the tips over there, you can see that new leaves are about to emerge. The old ones that remain from the past season are very small and very good looking, dark, healthy green, and that's very good. We've got some ramification, so that's really good. I'm shooting for a triangular shape in this matter, and so one of the last things that we do, or that I want to do before I move this into a training pot and move it out of that colander, is exactly what I just mentioned at the start of the video, right? More roots on this section of the stone so it can be steadier, even steadier on the rock. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. I have everything that I need at the ready here. We're going to use the same method that we used the last time, a nursery bag that we cut. Yeah, I cut it in half, or depending on the size that we've got, you cut it. So you place it around. The last time I didn't use rooting powder, rooting hormones, but I bought a can several days ago, and I thought it wouldn't hurt, right? It wouldn't hurt the process. I've got my knife here. This is actually really cool. This is a linoleum cutter, but it's been working perfectly as a grafting knife, as a carving knife for bonsai, and it was like, I don't know, like $250, USD, US dollars. So it's amazing, a great find. And I got the substrate that we're going to use. This is a very rich in organic matter substrate. It's got a lot of coconut fiber, and it's got a lot of, different size particles. So it's going to be very good for what we want to use it today, which is rooting that little section of the tree. Okay, so let's go right ahead and do it. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna place the camera, and then we'll start with the process. Okay, so let's go. So I don't have a tripod with me right now, but I guess that you can see fairly clear from there, from that angle. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna expose the bark from this little section of the tree, and then I'm gonna place the plastic bag around the entire composition, the entire stone and the tree, and then fill that with substrate. Okay, so what you're gonna see me do here is actually peel back, the little bark. I'm gonna try to be as careful as possible, not damaging the roots on the side, not damaging the plant. Right from the start, I can tell you that this little guy is, the little bark is tough. You know, it's not like your typical fig tree that is very herb-like. You know, it's the bark is very soft and you can easily peel it away with your fingers. I'm finding that this bark, it's really hard. And if I were to make a guess, I would say that this is because this little guy has at least this little section of the plant, the one that is directly on top of the rock. You know, it's exposed to the elements. It's exposed to the heat that the rock absorbs during the day. During nighttime is the same thing, same story. That heat stays there. And you know, when the rain comes, it's the same thing. It's exposed to the element. And so maybe that's one of the reasons why this bark is particularly hard. And this is older wood as well. You know, this is the first growth of the plant. You know, I mean, if it's like a 2-year-old plant, this is 2 years old. Right? This is 2 years old bark. So I think it's bound to be harder. Okay, so we remove the cambium. We remove that green layer. I'm going to show you what I did, how it looks when I finished. Okay, I'm going to grab the phone. And there we go. Yeah, it's pretty simple. And there you can see what I was telling you, right? The green layer or the cambium layer. We completely remove that when we want to when we want to root something. So there we go, right? We expose the wood. It's not the cambium that we're interested in. It's the wood. We want that wood to be exposed. Okay, so let me see if I can just work with one hand. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the rooting powder, or the rooting hormones. This is not the can where it came in. This is just a plastic cup that I'm using to, you know, have a little of them. And with this little brush that I use to paint, but that is very clean. We just, we just dab it, and that's enough. Okay, so next step, we place the plastic bag over the whole thing. And the first time that we did this, it was really difficult because remember, the roots that are holding the plant in place hadn't grown yet. So it was very difficult, but now it's much easier. So we place it around the stone, and we got something like this, right? We got our little receptacle over there. I'm gonna try to see if I can, same story, work with one hand. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fill this bag and place most of the substrate, most of the soil in this section of the plant. Because remember, the roots are going to start to grow and they're going to start looking for nutrients and water, and shelter. So I want this section to be covered with soil. Yeah. Gently does it. There we go. Maybe I'm going to remove this little piece of brick. Sorry, I removed that little piece of brick, and in the process I pressed the wrong button. Now I'm going to have to edit this, paste it together. And I didn't want to do that, but anyway, it's not going to be difficult. So we're pretty much done here, We just carefully introduce the substrate to wherever we want it. We gently place it. We water and we wait. Yeah. I really hope this works, and I really hope it helps the development of this little tree, because I really like it. I like it more every day. And this is like 2 years old. So that goes to show that in no time you can get, like I've said before, in no time you can get like decent material that you started from scratch. One of my subscribers, or I don't know if it was a subscriber, but someone who commented on one of the videos said that this is the perfect budget bonsai. And I completely agree. I mean, like $2 and a little bit of rooting powder. This is originally a cutting that I took from a tree that my brother has. I don't know, like $1 worth of soil. So yeah, budget bonsai. Yeah, but just because it's budget doesn't mean that you don't enjoy it, right? So it's really cool. So anyway, guys, another thing that I wanted to tell you is that if you're planning on starting with bonsai, I strongly advise you start with a type of ficus. This is a Ficus carica. They are extremely easy to root. They are very, very easy to root. Look, I have a Ficus carica right here. This is a Ficus Altisima. Well, I don't know, but it's a type of ficus. I'm going to show you another one. So yeah, Ficus carica. This is Ficus Microcarpa. This is a little bit of an update on my little root of a rock project. I'm going to be pinching it and pruning it, and I think this is very well ready for a little training pot, to ditch the container and start to grow it as a proper bonsai. So Ficus Microcarpa, Ficus Altisima, and not a bonsai. I want this for my living room or for my room, but very, very popular Ficus Lyrata. Look, all of these from cutting. I'm just focusing on that because it's got a new leaf coming. All of these from cuttings. So 2 or 3 weeks, you got a cutting, you start using nice quality, nice properties bonsai soil, and you take off. You start in this very wonderful hobby. Okay, so like I said, the last thing, we wait, we water generously here, and then we continue watering normally over here on the colander, and in a couple of weeks new roots are going to start to emerge from that little cut that we made over there. And in the future, all of the tree all of the rock will be completely covered by the roots. So I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for your comments or your subscribes, because a couple of months ago we were on like 1,800 subscribers, and now it's like more than 2,000, which is amazing. I really enjoy your comments and your support. So more videos coming. That means you guys like them, right? So anyway, thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you on the next one. So have a very good day. Bye bye.